We're back with more of the Instigators, presented by Seneca Resorts and Casinos. Nothing else comes close.
All right, welcome back, Instigators. Colin Miller, are you on the line with us?
I'm here.
What's going on with you?
Not much. Similar to, I think, a lot of guys. Just killing some time, hanging out, doing some home workouts. Not much to report.
Where are you right now?
I'm about half hour outside Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. So about 8 hours, kind of northwest of Buffalo. But yeah, just went home here probably about 4 weeks ago.
So is that where you spend your off seasons? Obviously, do you have a cottage up there? Are you on the lake or something?
Yeah, exactly. I'm about a half an hour outside the Sault, it's just on Lake Huron. So definitely we were home a little bit earlier than usual. So there was some
well, we had Carter Hutton on. He's got a. You call it a cottage? You call it a cabin? You call it a camp? What do you call it?
I call it a camp where I'm from. Yeah, we call it a camp.
Yeah, that's what I think. We tried to figure out where the line was. Because what would you take? Highway 60 north?
We'd take Highway 17. Highway
Okay.
17
so
north,
how
far up past Highway 17 do they go from cottages to camps, do you think? Is it Perry Sound?
I'd say around there, maybe Sudbury. They start calling them camps, whereas down in Toronto area they call them cottages, I think.
All right. Well, what?
Like I'm from North Bay, Ontario, so I'm up there too. I always thought of a camp where you go up and you hunt, like a hunt camp. But
I don't know. For whatever reason, I mean, the people around here, and what did Carter say? Did Carter call it a camp too?
Well, he's up in Thunder Bay. He's up in the boondocks, so he called it a camp.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we call them just hunting camp or a camp, but no, there's a lot of, we always would get into that conversation with guys that are living in the Toronto area, because I know they call them cottages.
Well, I think Hutton. I think he might have an outhouse too.
he might be really slumming it. Hey, yeah, I think he's got a camp, and then he's got a place right in Thunder Bay too. So this is more of just a weekend getaway. I'm at the camp kind of all 7 days a week.
So are you a fisherman, or like what do you like to do up there? Do you like the water? Are you a water ski boat type guy, or are you a fisherman?
Yeah, more the boat, but I do a little fishing. I've been trying to keep myself busy here, so I've been fishing a little bit more, the last couple of weeks. But normally, I think once it gets real hot out, we got a sea-doo and stuff like that. So we're doing a little bit more water sports.
Well, let me ask you this: Have you been able to work out? Because it sounds like there's a little more optimism about you guys coming back to play.
Yeah, it sounds like it's been more positive the last week or so. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing too crazy here, but I got a bike and got some weights and stuff like that. So I've been able to get in, a decent amount of work, but it's definitely some crazy times here.
What's been the most challenging thing for you? Now we're coming up on almost like a month and a half now. What's been the most challenging thing for you just being in quarantine?
I think just every day, like everybody, it's been killing time. It's been getting warmer up here the last week or so that's been nice. We can get outside and stuff like that. But when it was still cold, you were really just kind of hunkered down. I'd wake up, do a workout, and try to kill the rest of the day. So just filling time.
You talking to a lot of
with kids?
What's that, sorry?
Are you married with kids at all?
No, not married. Just a girlfriend. She's been working here back home, so we haven't been getting on each other's nerves too bad. But it's been just us.
Well, I've heard that. I mean, from what I assume, from all my buddies that are married, I heard divorce lawyers are going to be very busy after all this is said and done.
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting time once we come out of this for a lot of things.
They're gonna get divorced and you're gonna get engaged.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, what, have you been watching anything? Have you caught any of this Last Dance that's been going on all over the U.S. here?
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes there last week. I think there's a couple more. We've been getting it on Netflix up here in Canada, so I think there's 2 more episodes. But I've only seen the first 2. They were great. They were awesome. I'm looking forward to watching the next 2.
Oh, the next 2 are amazing. So let me ask you, like in the first 2, what are your thoughts, kind of all around, of Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was extremely interesting there, the first one, when he had the interview and he was talking about, well, we just won 5 of 7 championships, and he was kind of saying to the owners, this is, kind of how it's going to be. It was pretty interesting from that standpoint, but obviously he backed it up with how good he was as a player. I mean, I didn't see any of it firsthand. It was a little bit before, my time, but obviously a very interesting individual.
Do you think there will ever be a player again in any sport that will control an organization like he did?
I don't know. I don't think so. Especially in a sport like basketball, or it seems it's more kind of those 5 guys that are on the court, and contributing so much to a team. But I don't think that could ever happen, in a sport like hockey or football or anything like that. It's obviously a little bit different team dynamic.
I think what you're going to see in episodes 3 and 4 are you're going to see an unbelievable coach handling players. In all your years playing, I feel like Phil Jackson, and I think you'll see this in the next couple episodes. He reminds me a lot of Ralph Kruger, with, I guess, kind of the psychological aspect of it, the positivity aspect of it. But what I find is that Phil Jackson lets the players hold each other accountable himself, and the coach doesn't do much yelling.
Yeah, I mean, Ralph, I can't speak to Phil Jackson, obviously, but yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays out, because I think he was so well respected, obviously, by the star of the team, that it was such obviously a united kind of front, or it seemed like from those first 2 episodes with Michael and him. But yeah, he's great, and obviously I think you're bang on to Ralph's point. Ralph's I think extremely good.
You've played a lot of years, bunch of different teams. Have you ever had a coach like Ralph Kruger? Like, what's the one thing that stands out to you that makes him different from maybe any other coach that you've had?
I think just his communication, the way he's able to talk with his players and kind of communicate on all levels. Obviously, he's very good at getting the group back refocused. That was something this year that I thought he did a great job with us. If we, went through a little losing streak or something, he was good at refocusing. So, no, he was fantastic.
Instigators joined right now with Colin Miller on the line, all the way up from Sault Ste. Marie, just trying to get the scoop on how he's been doing during the quarantine, and obviously, thoughts on the league coming back. How long do you think it will take for players to be ready to go? If they say, okay, we're starting on this date, is there a time frame that Colin Miller thinks he needs to get ready, or other players to get ready to come back and play?
I think definitely you can't just jump right back into it. We're going to need some sort of time to get ready, but I think it would be, probably surprisingly quicker than people would think. I could see, depending on the timeline or whatever they give us, I could see it being a pretty quick turnaround with, maybe a week or 2 weeks of skates and then getting into it.
How much communication have you had with, the coaching staff, the training staff, even
teammates,
the player rep on the team, teammates? Have you had a lot of communication with the organization?
Yeah, we have. We had some chats there just about a week ago with Ralph and then some of the other coaches, just keeping updated on things. And then we've been in contact as well with the athletic guys and stuff like that, just making sure that we're getting our work in and staying sharp, and they're giving us drills and stuff like that as well.
My last question for you, I know it's got to be tough to do interviews during a time when there really isn't a lot of hockey to talk about. But I mean, Riv Craig has obviously been, a big advocate of yours and really enjoyed watching you play this year. How have you enjoyed your switch to Buffalo, and what have you learned about Buffalo that maybe you didn't know before you got here?
It's been all right. I think, obviously as a team, this was a frustrating year. But I definitely think there's things that we can learn and build on from it. Like we noted earlier, Ralph was such a great guy at the forefront there. And the thing I think I've learned the most is just how passionate, Buffalo is as a city about their teams. That was something that I didn't really, know coming in, and it was great to see.
And what about your game? I mean, like, you're a good fit. Have you felt that since you got here?
Yeah, I think Rasmus Dahlin, that's who I was playing with most of the year. We were, able to find some chemistry, later on throughout the season. There takes a while, I think, to get used to a D partner and to really know, where they are on the ice and stuff like that. So I think that'll hopefully continue to build and hopefully to continue to evolve here.
Let me ask you something about playing with Dahlin. Sometimes there are players where you might say, like, that guy might be tough to play with because he's tough to read. Is there an adjustment period with him because he's so unpredictable?
I think a little bit, but it's also a good unpredictable, with other things that he does so well, I think for both our games, if we're taking care of our own end first, then he's obviously so good up ice and making plays and stuff like that all that's just going to take over naturally. So I think reading a guy takes a little bit of time, no matter who it is, but he's so skilled that you kind of just read off him and go from there.
All right. Well, did you see Jack Eichel's bracket for music?
I did, yeah. I've been following along.
And where are you on that? What's your genre? Are you agreeing with some of the tunes he has on there? Are there anything you disagree with?
Yeah. I like some of them. He's he definitely has a wide range of varieties, which is great. But I'm putting my 2 cents in and voting along there as well. So that's good to see. Definitely something that can keep us all busy throughout it.
Who's winning in your bracket before we let you go?
Who did I have up there? I had the Beatles were up pretty high. I don't know. I'd have to look back and take a peek at it.
All right. I think Riv and I had Led Zeppelin going through to the finals on day one. I don't think we even did the bracket. I think we just put Led Zeppelin at number 1 and moved on.
It's good to go. I heard on.
Well, listen, enjoy your time up there near the Sioux. What's the temperature up there right now?
What is it right now? What's the temperature? 12 degrees. So it's not too warm, but it's getting better and better every day.
All right, Colin Miller. Hopefully we can see you guys all back on the ice here soon with the players getting ready to get back. So good luck to you, man, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks, guys. Take care.